Grand rising and beautiful beings. I am NBL, the Nomad Bag Lady, and I live nomadically out of these bags with my road dog, Dorado. Dorado, where you at? Dorado, Dorado, Dorado. We practiced this. You were supposed to be here for my intro. Where you at? Maybe if I grab your bone and I have conveniently placed right here. Hey, maybe he'll come with his bone. Let's see. There you are. Yes, Dorado's in the building. Dorado's in the building. In the room. And we live nomadically, going from surviving homeless to thriving unhoused. Okay, so we are going to start the tour of the room that I am staying in at my friend's house with how I get in to the room. So the reason I wanted to start here is because I just love details. I love little cool things. And this doorknob, if you can kind of see, I know it's a little dark because I just have natural lighting here. You push it in and you turn it, and that's how you lock the door. I just think that's so cool because I'm only used to seeing where there's a little thing right there that you use to either turn or push in. So I just think that's cool. And my friend said this house was made in the 60s, so I just think stuff like that is cool, and I wish it was still being integrated and stuff. And if I ever wanted a regular home, it would have to be 60s. Alright, I can just find doorknobs like that. Adding it to my notes. Okay, so over here is the dresser and the mirror that came with the space. I will not be putting my items in here because I am a nomad that lives out of bags, and that feels good to me, so I'm going to keep that as a constant. And that just makes moving so much easier when you don't have to unpack things or pack things. So on here it's like, it's kind of like an altar space for me. It holds things that are sacred to me, although honestly, what is not sacred to me, you know? I would have to really think about that. When it comes to the things that I have, I just make sure that I have things that are important to me, and I take care of them, and I hold them dearly. And so yeah, so that's what this space is. Over here I have my hat. There's just like culturally significant things to me that are here. I'm trying to work with natural lighting, so I hope it won't be like too dark for you all. But I also hold my jewelry here. So this is like my kitty watch, and it stopped working because it needs a battery, but you just don't find a lot of things, I don't know, that have cat stuff on it, and I'm a kitty, so I really like it, and it feels really good too. I'm not really one for watching the time anyway, so it's okay that it doesn't work anymore. So over here I have some significant items to me that are just culturally significant, and then also significant for protection. Also, my boken is what you see across it. And like I said, I also hold jewelry here, and candles. I am a crystal skull guardian. My channel is skulls. These are my spirits. These are my peeps. So they've been rocking with me. Disclaimer. I'm an adult. Let me show you. Full-grown adult. And so this is an adult room. And I understand that the platform that I'm going to be uploading this on is not a space for adults. I need to find the online spaces for adults. But anyway, remove things from my space. So what I did is I had to cover up some things. So you see these two blank note cards. Behind them are note cards with my arts on them, and they are adult themed, shall we call them? Which really, okay, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway, I had to cover it, so that's what that is. I have some oils in the middle. I have a necklace over there, and then on top of here is my artificial plant flogger, which really looks good as like a fall decor, but just decor, period. So that's that. Oh my goodness, like, okay. I'm a sensual being. Lamp that came with the room. That's the nameplate that I had to turn around. This is my rattle. Over here, I set up already because I was doing some things this AM, so I kind of left it so you can kind of see how I function in it. This clock also came with the room, and I like using it because I don't always want to have my cell phone on. So sometimes if I do need to know what time it is, because I participate in a lot of online meditation groups, that's pretty much the only thing that I have scheduled. Everything else is in a flow. I need to know what time it is. This is my footstool that I got from not quite an antique store, but not a thrift store. I don't know what you would call those. Kind of closer to like a flea market, but it was just one store. But anyway, footstool. This desk, I actually found it on the side of the road. Oh my goodness. And I didn't know if I should take it or not because I was walking from the store, and I already had bags from the store, and I was probably at least a mile away from where I was going. And it was like, I'm gonna have to carry this whole thing, but I really, really wanted it. And I'm so grateful because it's coming in so much and handy now that I'm in this space. So that's my desk, and it's gonna be rocking with me. This has markers in it, fidget toy. This is a piece of art that I can actually show you. Just like some quirky characters. My computer, I'll have other art stuff here depending on what I'm doing. Those remotes go to the light bulbs and the lamp. I have that lamp and another one that I'm using. I don't like whatever this lighting is called. Regular lighting. I like natural lighting, and I like colored lights. So that's an important thing for my sensory well-being. This chair doesn't have cushions or anything in it, so I just took a few of the pillows. This is my pillow. This pillow came with the house, but that is my pillowcase because I like having things, traveling with things that make me feel at home in other spaces. I always want to feel like I am at home. The floor space, I purposely pushed the bed over to the side from where it was so that I could have some floor space because I mostly need to be on the floor for my body. I live with chronic pain, and it's just more comfortable for me to sit on the floor and be able to move around, and I need to stretch sometimes. And I'll play my instrument on the floor. That's my space drum, aka handpan, aka hang. And in this bag is because I crochet. And then this is my art bag where I keep like note cards that I draw on, markers, pens, that type of thing. Over here I have a coaster and my water bottle, and because this is where the drinking happens, and by that I mean non-alcoholic drinking, because I am sober AF. Everybody that is sober in the comments, let me know, because so many people, when they are into the lifestyle of like being outdoors or like popping cold ones, and you know, if you're just in living popping bottles, and that's not something that I do. So I do definitely want to connect with people who are down with the sober life. So this is the bed, the little pillow, that is mine, and the blanket is mine, and that blanket is mine. This blanket I found actually the same place where I got the Tigger stool, and it was made by the person who checked me out. It was made by their grandmother. So it's cool to have pieces like this. It's a homey vibe. It's a homey vibe, and I love it. And I don't have things from like my family, so it's just community family, you know, community family. That is my top that I had on, but I got hot and I was gonna put it back on for the video, but I didn't, and we're gonna keep going. These are like more electronics and notebook things that I took from the desk so that I could have my laptop open. That is the rest of my wild crew that you will meet, and that is my hotspot and the camera that I was supposed to be filming this video on, but it wasn't working. So over here at the window to show this cool thing, because like I am following my smiles, following my joy. And when I saw this, it made me smile. Oh my goodness. Like, look at it, like what it's doing. I flipped it earlier and mostly everything fell. But do you see how there's just like 4 lines that are just dripping like that? It does cool stuff like that. I can just watch it and it's so cool. So that's my little fan that was rocking with me in the tent, trying to help me stay cool in this summer I just spent in the hot. My tea box, because I love tea. Every day I am drinking tea. Some people, like every day they're hustling, but like every day I am drinking tea. So that's that. And honestly, my little music station a little bit. I have a MIDI right there, and those are like my wireless speakers. But I got this from a thrift store, if you notice a theme. I like thrifting. I don't too much get anything brand new. I like keeping things out of the trash, and I like not paying brand new prices. And if I can find older things, they usually are more quality made. But anyway, I haven't gotten to use this yet. I've had it on my list for a while that I really wanted it. And that's the other fun thing about thrifting, is that I just have these things that I'm on the lookout for, and when they show up, it's like, oh, I'm meant to have it now. So when this showed up, I knew I was meant to have it, so I grabbed it. But I haven't gotten to use it yet because I want to do Dollars, and I don't think I have all the stuff that I need for that yet. I spent a lot of time on the computer already, so I just don't want to be on the computer when I'm making music. In this suitcase is my apothecary items, so that's going to be like different plant friends that I connect with. I've got like grandmother tobacco in there. I've got sage in there, mugwort, use to connect with and make oils from, and herbal smokes. And I have it setting on top of a luggage rack because I just thought it would be really cool to have one of these since I like to live in out of suitcases and I travel. It just goes with the theme. And also another thing is I'll pop up to sell like my art or my apothecary items. And I think this is way cooler than having a table that I would need to like fill with stuff. And also it's easier to carry because a lot of what I do is walking currently. So that's been a thing to make things as easy for me to carry when walking. This is the other lamp that I'm using for my LED colors. This is the bathroom that we'll get into. But over here is my full length mirror that I put up with some strips so that I'm not putting holes in the wall because I am a temporary guest here. And it's really important to me to have a full length mirror. So yes, I do travel with a full length mirror. I mean, I need to be able to see all of this, And I just work my magic with mirrors. So mirrors are very important to me. And down here is a piece of art that's turned around. Booties everywhere. Yeah, so that tells you what's on the art piece, and I didn't make that one, but it was gifted to me, and it's dope. It's dope, but I had to turn it around. So anyway, underneath that is a smoke tray, and I'm gonna take this off because I like it. And right now it currently holds incense smoke. This is where the smells happen, the nice smells, besides the nice smells that come from my body. I love the way it smells. But anyway, over here we also have a Hot Wheel toy, and this is a 57 Chevy. And I am a Chevy girl, okay? I am not a girl, but I am a Chevy girl. You gotta put the Chevy in front of it, and then you can call me a girl. Okay, so I'm a Chevy girl. I grew up, we would go on Sundays on a ride in a 57 Chevy, and so that's just classic. Chevys have just had my heart because of that, and I'm just like Chevy. So that would be my next vehicle. That's Dagwood's bone. And Dagwood, who has not left that spot since the intro. Okay, so this is the closet where I keep all of my baggage. Yes, I come with baggage, but I am working through it, okay? I'm working through it. Okay, so we'll start in this corner. Umbrella that is the color of the rainbow, and it just shouts, just to let you know I am not straight. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's that. And this is like my purse backpack, and this is the bag that holds my space drum. And I have, everything's black for the most part, so things aren't going to be super visible. That's a backpack. More like tactical backpack. These are heaters underneath here because I get cold, and I've been able to be fortunate to find some heaters, so I got those and roll with those. This is deal of beads. This is for sewing and crochet things. Rolling suitcases because taking them flights used to be the lifestyle. But I think eventually I'm going to get rid of those as I'm moving to road life. Tennis ball, because I use this to, let me demonstrate, for my foot, because like I said, I have chronic pain. And this feels so good. And I walk a lot, so this feels freaking amazing. Pretty bin. I am holding clothes that I rewear, because when I just wear something for a little bit, I throw it in here, wear it again. It's really not necessary to be washing something after you've worn it like for a little bit. That's a whole thing. We can conserve water, we can conserve money, we can conserve energy, all the things. Like, I do not, like, no. like no, you learn things as you're out here living. But anyway, these are more bags. I'm gonna do maybe more like individual type videos that will talk about the different things that I have in my bags, so you can really actually see them. This is more like an overview to kind of get an idea of how I live in spaces. I will tell you that that's my yoga bag. That is my longboard that I haven't gotten to use yet, honestly. I got it thrifted as well. I think it needs new trucks and wheels and stuff though for what I want to do. It's a new thing I want to pick up, and that's a baseball bat. I have some recyclable bags. I have skates because I love to be transported. I love movement, so I have all kinds of things with wheels on it. Up here is like sweatshirts and jackets. You see a little bit of hair hanging from here because this is where I'm hanging up my wigs. We got some hats over there. This is just some of my clothes that I have hanging up. The garment bag is how I transport the clothes that I hang up. It's mostly just stuff that has that I don't want to fold because it has like it's imprinted, so I don't want to fold it or roll it into a suitcase. We'll go up into this corner, and there is sleeping bag, tent. This is a bag of clothing that I'm going to give away because I collect things that either I find, like when people are giving stuff away, because for instance, I found this actual bag and the clothes in it was outside of a resale store. Someone had tried to sell the clothes or get them to buy the clothes, and they didn't accept those items, but they're perfectly fine items. They're just, not considered to be trendy or whatever for the store. So they put it in the trash, and they put it in there nicely so that, it can still be used, which I appreciate. It doesn't get trash on it. And so I found some things, and I'm going to be giving those away along with that sweatshirt. And I just give away things that I find or that I no longer need to people who are unhoused. Because, I know what it's like to be unhoused and not have the extent of resources that I've been able to get myself to, at least at this point. This is my extension cord, because before I was staying here with my friend, I was staying in a tent in a backyard, and I was able to run that cord to the house, but I would just use it for this electric pump that I would use for my mattress that I was using to sleep in the tent. This in this bag is my heavyweight blanket, because I am the heavyweight champion of the world. Okay, just kidding. It is a weighted blanket because I love that for my sensory self. And on top of that, besides the envelope, is a sleeping pad. If we come down to this corner, there is my bike bag, because I do have a bike. I know I mentioned walking a lot, but I have a bike. I have a game bag. I have a bigger art bag. This is like electronics and musical type things, like my bells and my Columbia camera bag, laptop bag, a bag that I use if I'm not carrying the backpack purse. This is some art brushes, and I have this saying that I really, really love. To be creative means to be in love with life. You can be creative only if you love life enough that you want to enhance its beauty. And that was said by Osho. So on this whiteboard, I'll write things like that, like quotes and things that I come across. And also I'll draw my dollars on it as like a meditative practice. It's pretty cool. Behind it is more bags because I am the nomad bag lady. And some more bags that I'll get into at another time, and some ice chest. Okay, so I want to show you where else I'm keeping clothes so you can see like how I am living out of suitcases, because I don't too much have to like dig through stuff out of the closet too much. I try to have the things accessible that I use the most or daily. So this has clothes in it, and it's just a suitcase, old school style, that I just keep it open so it can slide under the bed, and then I can just pull out clothes. And then, because like I said, I'm an adult, I have adult things. I have an adult toy box, and this is my black box, toy box, adult things. I can't open it because things aren't really, you can't too much tell what things are or whatever, I guess. I mean, if you know, you know. But that's that. And then also underneath here, I have some, we'll call it stuffing, that I thrifted. Because like I said, I don't really buy anything too much new. But I make crochet animals, or at least I'm going to start doing that. So that's what that is. If we crawl, cat life. Crawl with me. This is actual dirty clothes, like stuff that has reached the need to actually be washed. So that's that. And then this is a bin that I can use to hand wash clothes. I can use to wash dishes. I can use to soak my feet in some nice salts. Yeah, so this is basically my portable sink. And we'll go to the bathroom now, where I actually have a sink now that I'm indoors. But I am fortunate to have a bathroom attached to my room, so I'm basically just kind of showing you that, because this house was made in the 60s. Look at this fine tub we have. It's fine tub. Okay, and the floor. Look at the floor. Okay, so to keep this floor clean, I have a broom because I'm a baldy, yes, but I have fur. I have body fur, and I get to take it up. And these are my towels. I typically work with a shower bag so that if I'm somewhere where I can grab a shower, I can just grab this bag and it has everything I need in it, like this towel would be in it. But I decided to hang that up, and I have most of the stuff still in it, so I can still just grab it from there. And then that is my bonnet, because of all of this hair that I have, like I've got to contain it when I go to sleep, because otherwise it'll just be everywhere. Okay, I'm just kidding. I have it because I used to keep enough hair at the top that I could grab it to braid it, but I'm not doing that right now. But still, it's a bonnet. It works. Sometimes, even for this hairstyle, I need it. It just makes my curls different. It does. Okay, hopefully you can see me. Anyway, this part of the bathroom is where the sink is, and this is where I have my suitcase that has my beauty supply items in it. These are the things that I more so use on a daily basis. I have another bag that has like the big bottle of shampoo and stuff like that in it, that I keep kind of stored. But this is kind of like the facial stuff. I have a whole bunch of brushes. Well, mind you, I have wigs too. And also, I am a freaking cosmetologist, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is a passion for me. So anyway, I have that kind of stuff. I just I just love their stuff. I wanted like a package of their stuff, and I just love it. And I just like I felt called to just be like, hey, like their stuff is pretty tight. Cologne, stuff like that. Toothbrushing stuff. That's an oil that I made. Some rose water is the stuff. This is the hand mirror that I use when I'm cutting my hair. This is a vintage toiletry bag that I use to hold my clippers and stuff. It's got clippers in it. We can go into that in another day. There is one cabinet that I have a little bit of stuff in it. Literally a little bit of stuff. Bath salts, some alcohol, some cleaning stuff. Yeah, like I said, I live with chronic pain, so having bath salts is helpful. Okay, this is the end for now. But there is so much more to me. There is so much more to me. There is so much more. So I just wanted to thank you for like your kind attention to learning more about me and the space that I am currently inhabiting. I inhabit a lot of different spaces, and I'm grateful to be in the position to be able to start sharing my journey. So if it interests you, stay tuned.